Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is me, Mr. Tyrex here, and haven't been. Well, I've been streaming Sonic 2 on the PS5 over there. Well, playing as Knuckles, that is. But I'll play as Amy at some point in the next live stream of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And we're playing the 8-bit Sonic Spinball. Not on the Game Gear because of the stupid screen crunch, but I dropped my controller. But on the Master System. Yeah, there was a Master System released for it, and it's extremely pricey on Master System. I will have to look up how much the Master System now, because I know that is like one of the last European Master System titles available. It's like extremely rare, from what I've heard. Let's see. I can look it up on eBay. From what I've seen, from what I see here, yeah, this game is pretty damn rare for the Master System. I've seen Brazilian copies that's going around for like $200 and plus dollars. That's how rare it is for a physical copy of Master System Sonic Spinball for the Master System. And I say Sonic Blast on Master System's even rarer, but it's to the point where we see. Let me pull out the viewer thing too. That way I can look at the stream chat here too. So, one viewer, I think that's me pulling out my phone right there. So let's get started. And you hear the music. And it does cut to a demo of the game. Oh. Gotta turn the volume down. Alright, we got the... And here comes the Vega Fortress. Yeah, it doesn't look as awesome as the Genesis game, if I'm gonna say so myself. Hold on. There we go. I felt more comfortable playing that game with the GameCube controller, if I'm gonna be honest. I know this rewards you with the barrier too. No, you gotta destroy some of the pieces right there. There we go. That's much better. I know I'm able to get the Chaos Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds are... Getting the Chaos Emeralds are pretty easy in this game, if I'm going to say so myself. But we want to be sure to get that middle Chaos Emerald too. I think we gotta hit that cork right there. I think we gotta hit enough. There, I see it. There's another piece right there. I know you could control Sonic right there. There we go. We drained that thing. Now we just gotta get through that area. We don't need, there's no purpose in going here anymore. I know I played this on my Wii for practice. There we go. I think there's a secret. No, it just brings you back here. Alright, be sure not to get into that area of the tunnel. Yeah, that's gets to the boss area. Luckily I can skip that. Requires some precisiveness. And we got ourselves one of the Chaos Emeralds. Now we gotta grab 2 more. think getting here is the key to getting the Chaos Emerald. Yeah, there is some tricks where you do need to get the Chaos Emerald. Like, we need to destroy that piece. And we got 2. Now we need 1 more. Also, I'm gonna just try Spin Dash. Yeah, Spin Dash is a little bit loose. Well, that's Sega of America for you. Because this was entirely made by Sega of America, this game. There is some Japanese help, though. This was from the same people that made Comic Zone later on. Well, a couple years later. And the O's. Both came out the same year and the same time, too. Sega Tentacle Institute created this game. The American faction. I know they were gonna make Sonic Extreme, but that ended up being a flop, and people did not like the gameplay. Well, Jay's review didn't like the gameplay, and I think if they took release a 2D game like Sonic Mania as a launch title for the Saturn, I think the Saturn would have boosted a bit of more sales. As well as, like, having a 3D game of Sonic Superstars. Well, 2.5D. Like, Sega's mascot was definitely missing original games for the Saturn. It's a shame, too. Yeah, I see why people don't like this version as much, because the physics can be off. Go. I knew where the final Chaos Emerald is, but yeah, this has no more purposes. I think we need to switch gears and such. Boom. Nope. Plunge right back into the... Come on. Takes me a while to figure out where the final Chaos Emerald is. There we go. There it is. I think we need to find a switch for this. That's where we have to hang around. I think we need to go I'm thinking yeah, it only takes you back to the area. There must be something to do to get this emerald. And that's probably destroying everything. Destroying these objects somewhere. Jump! Alright. That's what we gotta do. Just destroy it. There we go. Got it. Now, we just get to the boss area. Alright, it's boss time. This is an original boss, probably because they didn't, probably in limitations with the scorpion. It's just a Robotnik head. See, as you see, the boss appears real differently. And we completed the first round of the game. There we go. Telling you, this and that's it for this bonus stage. Yeah, the presentations, some of the presentations still have that Game Gear screen. And this is just like the Genesis version. You gotta be sure to get all three Chaos Emeralds in this stage. I do like the soundtrack for this game, if I have to say. I think it's better than the Genesis version. And that gives us the first Chaos Emerald. As we only have quite a few more to go, 2 more to go for this stage. I think we gotta hit that like quite a few more times and then it opens. I always think a lot of these objects look like faces. It's creepy looking too. What is that supposed to be? And I think this is from the first stage, what it sounds like. And we got ourselves another Chaos Emerald. Damn. Go. Now, we just got one more Chaos Emerald to go. Oh, shit. Sometimes you gotta just slow down just to grab that Chaos Emerald. No, we can't go to the boss yet, until we get the last Chaos Emerald. Alright, let's see what this can do. Alright. And now we could go to the boss now. And we're already at the boss. And we'll fight the rope boiler. And then you have a little bit of pausing there. And that's it and that takes care of the second boss in the game. Jeez. Sounds like this is easier than the Genesis. Looks easier than the Genesis version, right? And I have some overclock. Looks like we can have some overclocking too. Alrighty, third room. And we have a continue. You do earn continues in this game as well. If you do the bonus stage and not run out of time. It's kind of like the Sonic 1 special stages. We could just get out of this Olympus building and be on our way out. Alright, we're halfway through the game already. And that, we got one Chaos Emerald already. Yeah, that's Death Trap Fiasco right there. Always getting trigger happy when... There we go. Should have done that. And that gets 2 right there. And this is the prison area. One of them has the Chaos Emerald here, so I will just destroy everything, every cell there is. Just wait. I'm just gonna wait till this out. What we can destroy here. Just in case someone messages. You know what? I'm not gonna go do that again. And that gets you to the boss right there. And yeah, we do know where the 3 Chaos Emerald locations are. And shit. Yeah, the physics are a little bit not as crisp as the Genesis version is. I don't think the 8-bit version of Sonic Spinball is as bad as everybody says. Well, particularly the Master System version, not the... I wouldn't say anything about the Game Gear. What brings it down for the Game Gear for me is the screen crunch. I think this is much better than Labyrinth and Blast. By far, this is one of the, I feel like this is a good Game Gear, a good 8-bit title right here, too. I think the ones I dislike is like the things I don't really like very much in 8-bit title Sonic games is Labyrinth. Labyrinth's my least favorite. Drift, I don't like. Drift 2 is an improvement. But I really think it would have made good Genesis titles. Was not a big fan of Drift 1. That's why Sonic Drift sucks. Yeah, Sonic Drift 1 feels like a demo, if I'm gonna say so myself. With Sonic Drift 2 feeling like more of the completed game. I really do not hate this. I thought this was gonna suck, but I do actually enjoy 8-bit Sonic Spinball. Yeah, you heard me right, Clement. I enjoyed 8-bit Sonic Spinball. And there we go. If I'm gonna be honest, I thought 8-bit Sonic Spinball was gonna suck. But you know what? It's not as bad as Labyrinth, Drift, or Blast. I mean, Blast, I can see some enjoyment out of it, but when you get to Blue Marine, oh boy, that's when I just turn the game off. Don't want to play any more of that because it's a horrific water level. And now we got all the Chaos Emeralds, meaning we can go to the boss now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it doesn't launch you up. Yeah, it's not gonna launch you up. You gotta go down and take these shortcuts most usually. And now we're at the boss fight. What we have to destroy is the tubes. Yeah, I do have the, I do have it on overdrive, looks like. We gotta destroy the tubes. And makes it easier where you can just bounce back. And gotta restart the fight. Oh. It's gonna restart you back to the boss fight anyway. I know they had to make the game level smaller due to hardware limitations. Oh, damn it. Get used to seeing this a lot. Ah. You do have a fighting chance. We gotta destroy that tube right there. Usually it has a 3-phase boss fight right here. Pay attention, dude. Alright, now. We gotta get inside the machine and destroy its insides. It's a multi-phase boss fight, too. The Vega machine is what has to be taken down. That's the main part of Robotnik's fortress here. That's powering it, pretty much. I know I played this back in 2023, 2022. 2022, I think I last played. You gotta make sure Sonic is high enough to get in there. You can also control Sonic's ball. Sonic 2. And takes care of the third part of the game. And look at the change of colors too, and so you can tell you are underwater. And I missed that. And wait for the water to clear. Wait for water to clear. I really don't care about the special stages in this version in the 8-bit Sonic Spinball game. I think they were cooler on the Genesis. You felt like you were playing pinball on the Genesis game. I mean, we're on the final level now. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is another short Game Gear game. these Chaos Emeralds are jumbled up together, too. Yeah, of course, this thing still is the spawn of Satan, as always. What makes this harder is the fact that that gets us 4 more Chaos Emeralds. That way we don't have to restart the progress. And now we got a barrier to protect us. And now that gets us 3 more to go. I tell you, all these emeralds are jumbled together, making it a bit easier than the Genesis version. As I think you gotta hit the switch like a few times just to get to that emerald. Chaos Emerald right there. And we got it. We only got 2 more left to go. 2 more go, and that's already done. No, we can't go to the boss just yet. Man, wasn't this stage, like, bigger, though? And harder? I never imagined this could be an easier final stage. Right here. Alright, we gotta get to those last 2 emeralds. Bounty. Yeah, it can be messy physics. And that should get me that emerald right there, and now telling you, this thing, it's not as hard as the Genesis version, but it can still be a pain in the ass. Alright. There we go. Now off to the final boss. Yeah, you heard that right. Off to the final boss. We are at the final boss now. Not even kidding you. These Game Gear titles are known to be short, I tell ya. Alright, we are at Robotnik with his Eggmobile. And now, we have a fight with Eggman. Pretty easy, too. Easier than the Genesis version, I'm telling you. You could recover from this easily, or you could just wait for him. He can move around, but you could be able to hit him easily. We beat the game. We literally beaten the game now. I'm not even kidding you. We just beaten the game. The Eggmobile's empty too. And this fortress is destroyed. That volcano fortress he has. And we get the credits, and real easy on your ears too. And that was it for Sonic Spinball. Yeah, these Game Gear games are I'm actually done my first practice playthrough of Rystar on Sega Genesis, and that will be like the next playthrough right there, as I'll be doing the live streams pretty much, and also catch some YouTube clips with my cat over there. She's laying down right now. So yeah, this wasn't a really long stream, because this game can be done like that. I did get some practice in when I was playing this on my Wii. Not the Game Gear ROM, but the Genesis, the Master System. I usually play the Master System over the Game Gear version. I don't know why they could just like, why not have the Master System version on the Gems and Origins collection? Like, come on. Same like Sonic 1, 2, and Chaos. Like, those could use some Master System versions. Well, I don't know about Sonic 1, because I feel like the Sonic 1 on Game Gear is superior to the Master System version, because there is a bit of differences in how designs are. And they made the Game Gear version with the limitations of the game, with the limitations with the system, which is nice, instead of screen crunching it like 2 and Chaos did. I mean, Chaos did have some condensing as well. And yeah, no Freedom Fighter cameos. No Sally, Rotor, Bunny, and Antoine make an appearance in this version, in the 8-bit version of Sonic Spinball, because we didn't get these 8-bit pinball machine bonus games we usually get. A lot of nods to the cartoons we get too in the 1993 cartoons. I know this was released predates Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Also gonna be doing practice runs of Rystar on Game Gear, so be on the lookout for that too. In the meantime, just gonna be focusing on live streams for right now. What I have before the next playthrough of Rystar comes in. I know it's a tricky game too, because you gotta rely on techniques and such, and there is puzzles as well. But you pretty much get used to it. I'll probably not play the Rystar on Xbox, instead be going for the Japanese version on Genesis. Sorry for the yawn there. Thank you for playing Sonic Spinball. Now go to... Well, I got peace. Well, I got things I want to do, so sorry, Sonic. It's in the middle of the daytime. Well, everyone, this will be it for the live stream. So this is me, Mr. Tyrex, signing out. Peace out and enjoy.